So, what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed Pentecost, and we were surrounded in wind and flame and all the good ways. There was noise, there was whooshing, and there was spirit. And people came up spontaneously and helped decorate the front of the church in streamers and in tissue paper and yellow and orange and red and white and we shared the story of Pentecost together. Some people were willing to become the wind, the spirit, as it were, and we gathered together with streamers and banners, and when the magic words were spoken, we made great whooshing sounds and ran through the church from one end to the other, and then caught our breath and waited for more story. And as the story unfolded and we heard more of the magic words, we whooshed through. The congregation whooshed, and it was Pentecost. And we were reminded that Pentecost is strangely familiar. A group of people sitting there wondering what's to become of their faith. It's not like it used to be when Jesus was here just a little while ago. It's not like it used to be when thousands and thousands followed us and even forgot to eat so that we had to feed them out in the wilderness. It's not like that now. What are we going to do? How will we get them into church? How will we share the faith? What? Surely they were thinking the same things, saying the same things as they tried to plan their next steps forward without the physical presence of Jesus. They had their faith, they had the promises, and yet still they were worried, much like we are today. And then, whoosh. And then the Spirit came. And suddenly, people could understand. Suddenly they understand that they don't have to just do it on their own. In fact, none of us can do it on our own. We do it with the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Advocate, the presence of God promised to us, guaranteed us. And the magic words that invoke the Spirit, well, we discussed that today. Those magic words are often heard as, we've never done it that way before. You know, it's in that moment when we acknowledge that we've never done it that way before, that we remove our expertise, our understanding, our bias, our habit, and in that vacuum, the Spirit rushes in, and we discover things anew. We've never done it that way before. Well, we'd never had a Pentecost service like we had today, and it was remarkable. And the apostles sat around looking at each other, saying, well, how can we do this without Jesus? We've never done it that way before. And the Spirit arrived. Our little church here is an amalgamation of 3 congregations, and 15 years ago we said, well, we can't possibly do that. It never works, these amalgamations. We've never done it that way before. And here we are 15 years later celebrating that Spirit that meant something to Jesus, that meant something to his followers, that means something to us now. And more than means, is something to us now. It is the presence of God. It is the love of God. It's ours to share. And we discover it every time we say, we've never done it that way before, and yet boldly step forward and give it a try. That's the Pentecost you missed at Jubilee today. Hope we don't miss you next week, or at least I hope we get to see you soon, because it's better when we're together. Till we see you, God bless.